Hell yeah. Well, we got another exclusive interview right here. I'm gonna let this man take it over.
What's up, man? It's your boy Manek Media. We're out here in Southeast Houston, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Chilling with my boys. Shit, man, we got a full house today. But yeah, man.
Who we got in the house today? All in the house.
Man, so far as what I seen what was it? Boy AG.
Shit I've been through. I make your game sharp like a pencil. But who gon' come through when that ran through? And who gon' spin through when they hit you?
Homeboy Nono.
There we go. Very nice. Oh, Nono in the house.
Gotti, I just seen Gotti pop up in a minute.
Didn't do anything. I was just supposed to talk to homeboy.
Hey, I didn't know you were gonna be here or not.
Me neither, bro. Xoxo was like, "Hey, do this for me real quick." So I was like, "Man."
A minute ago, got my boy Xoxo here too, recording.
Yeah, it's Xoxomexico, man. You know what I'm saying? Out here from Houston, Southeast, man. You already know what's good.
That we're putting out.
Yeah, Gotti said he's supposed to come back. He said he's gonna come back.
Oh yeah. Well, see, because with that, we're actually working on the album.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so I think that's what they were here talking about. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Right on. Where are you from?
I'm from Southeast Houston, Texas, technically. You know, but really I grew up all over. So.
Hell yeah.
It's really just like I just say from like 45 to downtown.
But originally from Texas.
Yeah, Southeast Houston, Texas. Yeah.
Houston, Texas, right on.
Yeah.
So what do you do? What's your
Yeah. So I started off as a hobby type shit. And then I worked my way up to I put myself through school. And I did a recording engineering for school.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, so I got a degree in that shit, and then from there I just got on my business because they don't teach you how to make money in the game. So
yeah.
And I went through networking. This is like 18 years ago, or no telling at this point. But yeah, I've been in the music industry for a while. But now what I'm doing is so I started recording, then I started making my own beats, and then I started mixing and mastering the music, and then really from there it's just taking off. I do videos now, and I have a team of video people that help me out.
So you work with a lot of people.
Yeah.
The studio, or is this gonna be like you're gonna be working here, or?
Yes. So this is so we're right here located in Southeast Houston, Texas. It's gonna be called we're calling it Southside Studios, and Manek Media is just the portion that does the recording, the mixing, the mastering, the videos, and.
Fill this big safe with cheesecake. Trying to make an easy meal like a sweepstake. Trying to get your money back just like a rebate. I just give it to them real so they can relate. You said it's off a couple.
Like all the digital stuff.
Hell yeah.
And we have on this side of it, which is like we're gonna have the podcast room.
Manek is the heart of the.
Correct. yeah. Manek is the one that keeps it busy. You know, I don't know if you noticed, but everybody, that's why like I know where everything is up here and around here. So I gotta kind of be everywhere at once. So right now I'm actually looking for some audio engineers, trying to make it like a more work environment because we're in demand. I got 2 studios here. One for recording and one for mixing and mastering. They're both for recording technically, but one that's like for bands. And it's big enough so you could put a whole band in there and start doing track.
Yeah, trying to do it.
Yeah, well, we're doing it. I mean, we have artists that come through and work. Yeah, it's just right now they're actually booking it for practice space.
Yeah.
So that's all right.
That's cool. Yeah.
But we're really just trying to provide an area for artists. It's kind of like an artist playground, thing like that. It's like you're here to just have fun, have access to cool shit to do, and always you never know who you run into,
Hey, that's a good idea right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you have talented people around,
bro,
it works.
Texas. That's what I was telling Nono, man. Mm-hmm. This is probably one of the biggest moves that he's gonna do because Texas, bro, is popping, bro, and it's been popping.
It seems like
there's so many people, bro.
Yeah.
I always say this is the new California. People are like, I said, no, man.
Yeah, between Dallas.
I said that's the Golden State.
Dallas
this is the black Golden State right here. You know what I mean? We got the oil, all that.
And then we got art Houston.
Artists, bro.
Actually, a lot of people from there moving to Austin. Doing they're calling Austin the next Hollywood. That's when they're gonna start filming all the. There's been some badass movies filmed in Texas too. We have all terrain. Sure, it's a big.
Yeah.
It's a big state. Like it's like to get from where we're at to El Paso just to get out. Yeah. It's like 18 hours.
Oh, I know. When I go to California,
or like
I'm
16 hours.
I'm originally from California. My daughters still live with my grandkids, right. So I go every twice a year. And man, that's the worst. It's getting out of Texas, bro. Once I get out of Texas, it's like boom. It feels like I'm there. But Texas, just get out of Texas, bro. Like,
it's big,
trying to get out of there,
So and that's what I was saying too, like, because I used to do a lot of touring when I was younger. But as I got older, I noticed it was more like every time I went somewhere else, like say California, for instance, they would be like, man, H-Town's popping, H-Town's cracking. But then you come to H-Town, and those would be like, oh man, LA's popping. So it's really like, it's almost like we want to be magnetic towards each other, and could make that connection. Because I see what it is. It's like, and just do the, I'll send yours here and I'll send mine there. It's just about having a base office.
Bro,
to be able to work out.
People don't even know. All from California, you know what I mean, to come over here and collab with some of these artists, though.
And really, all artists in general, but it just seems like I-10 seems to be the route, but it's because it's hard to crack into that I-10 west, I mean, east, going east. So it's like, between here and Cali, it just seems like that's where the majority of Texas work has made it. But it is what it is. We're trying to break down walls, so.
That's what it's all about, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All good. Just keep on pushing. We're breaking those walls. That's the main.
Locate this talent, bro.
Yeah,
Locate this talent before.
I'm telling you, man.
Before the streets grab them. Because a lot of brothers out there, they end up somewhere else.
For reals, man. And I think that's the whole objective here with this. Everybody around is they're trying to push. You know what I mean? Trying to get them before the streets grab them. You know what I mean? If our voice is louder than the streets, you know what I mean? They'll gravitate to that. If they can see more positivity than more of that negativity, you know what I mean? By trying to be that one, I think they'll, gravitate more to.
I mean, we have enough. It's like, so you gotta locate the talent, but then you have to have the backing. But so we encourage the talent to be their own backing, but obviously for reasons other than, not up to me, it's always like there has to be something, that there has to always be an outlet. And and that's what we're working on right now, is trying to figure out how we're gonna get the sponsorship we need to start doing outreach stuff to locate artists so we can do talent shows and start trying to, because A&R is a whole other monster in itself. Like, take some deep pockets. So what we're trying to do is really just link up with other labels and other distributors that have artists, and just say, man, just try out our facility, and once we're up and running all the way at 100%, it'll be an area that you'll want to be at if you're a content creator. Whether it be music or podcast, news, anything. It's really, like, I know the digital age is where it's at, and that's what we're trying to branch into.
Yeah, for sure, man.
So
that's what everything.
So we're offering that. Like we're saying, hey, not only do your music here, but market with us, print your posters with us. Like because we have access to everything in Houston. Especially with this new economy now, like shit's about to go up, bro. So and we have some spots in Houston that we've been working with for years. So I'm gonna see how that price changes. But it's just. Because Cali has the big port, and we have our port. So we're like a major, commodity distributor. So
for sure,
there's money running through our city like crazy, but it's just not music money yet. But I have a feeling it's going to change a little bit.
It is.
Once they start to catch on and see like, oh shit, like there's Cali music, and Cali music really does resonate with Texas, because in Texas, those are the beats we were sampling. But at the same time, that's like kind of hip hop. I borrow from here, you borrow from there. It's a mutual.
Me and Toes were talking about that, about California coming over and collabing more. You know what I mean, with Texas artists, bro. I think it would blow up. You know what I mean? California's got their thing, Houston's got their thing, but more of collaboration with the two. Man, it would take off. I think it would just absolutely just go wild.
I-10 is a monster, bro. I mean, it's been for years. And really everything in between. And it, honestly, just like, it's just like how I look at like my city. Like, we're from we have like 3 plus million people here, And just like my side of the city, I went to school with everybody pretty much all throughout there, because I went to a bunch of schools. So it's like not saying that I know a million people, but it just seems like you can go platinum in your own neighborhood.
Yeah, for sure.
If you know, and then I'd see me as a kid, you know, like I always felt like if I could take over my part of the city and be known for whatever it is that I'm attempting to be known for, then I could take over. Because everywhere else is like, I'm telling you, like it's hard to be loved by your own people versus leaving, becoming popular, and then coming back, and then they're like, hey, we know you. You know, it's like, oh, I know him.
I would think it would be the opposite, like it'd be easier.
You would think, right?
Yeah.
But nah, bro. It's like,
I guess you have.
That's why out of town network
probably is what
it's not really hate. It's just if it does, like if I had a bar, then you know my homeboys would come in, sure,
want free drinks,
but they want free drinks, and they don't want to support your boy. They'd be like, come on, bro. So they're all like, you know, same thing as even like if you're like a worker your whole life, then you get leveled up to manager. They'd be like, come on, bitch, like, you know. So it's kind of like where like me, that's why I'm creating a team of other entrepreneurs that have like business minded shit involved, and like best interest, as opposed to me just having my music and my art as that's my best interest. Because for me, it's family first, work second. You know, man, obviously you put the big man up above everything, but I'm just saying, you know, it's family, work, and then, and especially my line of work, I gotta be family first. You know, like I know if I was doing the regular 9 to 5 shit, it'd be different. I could just go to work, come home, live life, but man, the way they, like I said, they gonna fucking spend my money and then my 401k gonna be out of there. Like I really feel for some of these interests, you know. So it's like with me, it's like I have a talent. My talent is a trade. Just like being a mechanic or being a barber or, you know, like a cook, you know, we're going to need that. So for me, it's art. For sure. We're going to need artists more than politicians. I still.
And like you said, that's good. The digital way, that's where it's all headed to, man. Everything, you know.
Yeah, but soon it'll be done for you. They already have like robots that'll do it for you, right?
I wonder how that's going to take place. You know, that's what I'm curious about.
Well, it's just like the CD, it's like the CD distributors, right? Which I had a good friend of mine that was a CD distributor. Like he was the one that his name was Andy or whatever, and or his name's Andy. He does, I think, CD shirt sales now, but he owned a big duplication plant out there in 249 off 249 North Freeway, and he had 3 machines that built, you know, they stamped actual CDs from pellets, right? So these are big monster machines, and it was right towards the end of the CD, you know, he was just surviving on like people doing mixtapes versus full, you know, pallets of rollouts, you know, because people used to purchase pallets, and he even told me, he goes, it's the Tejano bands and and like all the Mexicans and all the Spanish bands that were keeping his company alive, because that's what they still sold. But as it got you know, longer, you had to sell it, of course, and then the CDs. So that, like, you know, CDs and MP3s, internet, it took away all those jobs, and now the art part is about to be canceled out. We're gonna have to figure out how to innovate with it. We have to basically learn how to live with AI as our like companion or as our enemy. You know. That's how I look at it.
That's crazy.
But it's like, you know, maybe Terminator was like, okay, the worst case scenario, but they'll probably just sue us in court and fucking and win, you know, because their lawyers are gonna be smarter than our lawyers. You know, their doctors are gonna be smarter than our doctors.
For real, that'd be crazy.
Like, it's not just us, bro. It's everything's at large.
That's crazy.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna vet ourselves right out of existence, bro. That's why I'm trying to stick to analog. And you notice, everything's imitation of the real, so you know, that's how y'all want to be. But I mean, I'll smoke some of this synthetic shit that they grow and it has no soul, bro. So I'm like, you know what you're smoking. You're smoking that tea, whatever. In Texas, they try to, what they call it,
THCA.
THCA. You know that shit ain't what it is. It's fucking disgusting, bro. And that's what I'm trying to get at, like. I'm just trying to hang in there, bro. Just be like, you know, man, human contact is still the key. You know, like internet only take you so far, but that's like a talk for old motherfucker versus the young shit. You know, I'm 43, so
I just turned 50. I just turned 50 this month. I turned 50.
Congrats, man. I'm trying to get.
Hey, I was like, man, I made it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy because when you're younger, bro, like you don't think you're gonna make it to 21. You know, I was talking to my lady about this. You know,
put my body through.
Hey, and my mom says, you know, she, you know, wish me happy birthday, God bless. You know, Lord be with you, all that. And I told her, I said, you know what, Mom? I was thinking, I said, I got 29 years bonus. And she's like, what? I said, I didn't think I was gonna live past 21 back in the day. You know what I mean? So I'm 50 now. I got a 29-year bonus. You know what I mean? I was like, man.
Yeah, I was rocking.
It's a good feeling, though.
For real. I really put that in my work too, man. I try not to take too much for granted. Obviously, sometimes when you have an abundance or like a bunch of access to certain things, you get left behind. But for me, it's like I treat it all like an opportunity. So like this opportunity is going to be an opportunity that may flourish, may not, but at least we'll know, hey, we here, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And we just got to do that a million more times. Yeah. And I'm just trying to get 1% of a million or 2% of a million. I'm not tripping. Like, I just need enough people to fill up a room. Yeah. You know, especially for the artists that I'm working with. So, and I feel like I can do that. Like once we get settled in, we put out all the, because I once put out, I'm gonna be honest with you, on my computer, I have about 4.5, 5 days worth of music. Like on the iTunes, when it tells you how many hours you got. Yeah, I got like 5 days. Probably got more than 5 days. Something like 2,000, 3,000 songs. So I've been a part of like, yeah, bro. I got a crazy catalog. And I can name them all up here probably if I had to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. So it's like, so with me, I play the numbers game, right? So I upload beats, and they don't even have to be the best thing, bro. You can just run it like everybody says, and when you upload it, like I said, I got 1,000 songs uploaded right now under my label. I just need a penny a song, bro. To play a day. That's it. Yeah. I'm good. So that's, you know, $10 a day. The most by that times 3 months. Yeah. That's some good math, you know. But anything that's better, which with like Juan Gotti's projects, I usually get some pretty good checks. Yeah. You know, so it's kind of one of those things where you don't know what's gonna hit, so you just upload it all. And that's what our plan is here, is to work with artists that are serious about it and upload as much as we can. Upload.
Yeah. That's what's that,
man. And I'll let everybody else market it and all that. Because I've had artists get signed under my, you know, command or whatever, under my leadership. So I know I can do it. Like I got it on tap because guess what? I also make the beats, and then I'm also recording it, mix and master. So I'm nurturing the whole scenario. It's like a little baby, you know. You just gotta kind of nurture it and then
let it grow.
Up. And sometimes I'll be like, "Fuck you, Dad," or "Fuck you, Mom," you know, because I always like fuck the parents. But it's like, all right, man, you know, thankless job, right? As a producer engineer, you know, like, we get shit on first, so and I'm okay with that. Whatever, you know. It's just like if you're building a house, who you gonna blame if it's leaning? Yeah, you know, the motherfucker that built it. So, but at least you gotta give that pressure up. Like, hey, that's an important job. So,
you throw the music out there, and then I get the numbers. Oh, it's your fault.
You know what I'm saying? That's some shit. Or be like in the studio after the beat's done, the music's done, they still in the lab wondering why they ain't getting paid. I'm like, what the fuck is still doing here? I've had that. Where I've done albums with people, and they're just sitting there like, now what? And I'm like, what you mean? You're supposed to promote. You're supposed to do your shit, but they're just waiting on me to make a move.
Get out there and start promoting.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, that's some other shit, but I've seen that happen.
Do you think it's a lot easier nowadays though than back in the day where you had to push like CDs and be out there at the flea market?
I'd much rather do that because it's more, but at the same time, I understand you can't be everywhere at once, you know? Yeah. But it's like with this internet,
you can be everywhere.
Yeah, you can be everywhere at once, for sure, yeah.
I mean, one little video, even a video clip.
I mean, sure, everybody's going to have humpbacks because of it. Yeah. Because they're going to be like this in their phone for the rest of their life. But it's one of those things we got to accept, man. It's not going away, you know? Like this telephone era is just going to be, like we're going to end up like them boys in China with the big wall of phones that they were using.
Yeah, I seen those TVs. They're like that big.
Thousands of phones.
Bro, they're like that big now. You just turn them over and some big old.
Until eventually they're gonna wipe that motherfucker out and just put a drone right there. And
it's gonna be a hologram.
The Matrix, man, warned us. I'm telling you. But it's cool, whatever. I'm with it. You know, fuck it. I'll roll with society on it, man. You know, I guess. Got to get with it. You know, it is what it is, man. But yeah, we out here in Houston, man, just trying to put this work in, trying to make shit happen, and just, you know, they say if you build it, they'll come. So we'll see what happens. You know, I mean, we're investing a lot. We all the equipment here to do everything. You know, even like stream live professionally and stuff like that. It's just a matter of taking it out the box and putting it together. You know, So that's the process, I guess, but. So y'all out there in Cali or what?
Yeah, no, I'm in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
I'm originally from California, in Central Valley, but I live in San Antonio now. I've been here for 11 years now.
Okay.
I love it out here. That's what I was telling.
It's beautiful weather to move right now. I ain't gonna lie, cause it's about to get hot than a bitch out here.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
AC.
Hey, it's the only thing, bro. Is the heat. Other than that, bro,
That's why it's been kind of crazy.
I tell everybody I'll never move back to Cali. Never. It's nice, bro. The weather and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's like the earth shakes and.
Yeah. Now, not only that, it just like every time I go back, bro, it just gets sadder and sadder. You see all those bums and drugs. I mean, just everything. One time I was in Frisco, bro, and I went to this rooftop. It was a restaurant over there. Took my family out there. You know, we all met up over there and stuff. And we're in the line, and there's human shit on the middle of the sidewalk, you know what I mean? Just people.
Yeah, no, we got something like that out here.
Yeah, but it's not as bad, you know what I mean? It's not even like San Antonio. They sweep their shit up now. There used to be a lot of starting to.
I was out there. Memphis was actually one of the worst because they outlawed panhandling out there, and I lived out there for about 5 years. And, it got pretty bad out there because a lot of them people they got mental problems.
Yeah, and
they just wandering around, and they get a little aggressive for like a cigarette. They see smoking a cigarette.
California be handing out needles and stuff over there.
Yeah, I know about that. Man, I don't even know how you would solve that shit, bro. That's crazy, like, that's something like, it's one of those things where you pass by it, you want to help, but you're like, I got my own problems, bro. Yeah, that's a trip. I mean, Houston, man, Houston's coming up. I mean, we got like a lot of good talent out here. It's just a matter of being able to get the people that are organized outside our city to come in and see what we've been up to. But there's definitely like a lot of talent, and honestly, like I said, like there's so much potential out here to promote. There's a lot of people out here that want to show up to events and that are looking for things to do on a Saturday and Sunday. It's just right now, it's like the out-of-towners are always going to get the most love. That's just for some reason, like, you know, the Penceys and the, you know, and all the, you know, the, like the original artists. Like, I mean, you know, there's still a lot of artists doing their thing, don't get me wrong, but it's just we've all gotten older. Yeah. And being relevant is not, you know, like you made your millions and you don't really have nothing to relate with, but at the same time, is a lot of the music was about ice and having money and having things. So. Yeah. But to me, I look at it like as a goal, not necessarily, but not like the whole outcome. You still want to find talent. That's the whole point of doing music and being artistic and having those connections. Yeah. You locate talent, get them the deal, sign them or whatever, or however you got to do it to keep it going. Because that's what happens is a lot of talent, they end up getting just turned out. And, you know, like there's work involved in everything. Yeah,
for sure.
So it's like the work has to go.
Some people don't want to put that work in. They're just like,
well, you got to know that there are people that work in. If they're working, they got to get paid. Yeah, so it's like if you're not ever looking at it like you got to get paid for what you do, then it'll always be a hobby. And we're not trying to do hobbies. We're trying to.
And then you get those talented ones. You're like, oh, this them, you know, and then they're getting locked up or getting caught up in a case. That's a big one. Getting caught up.
Yeah, these boys getting it too. I ain't gonna lie, they getting it. Yeah. But it's like when I was a kid, getting it was a different type of getting it. Yeah. Like out here, it's like these motherfuckers getting it, boy. They're taking real life chances.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And you know, county's full of them, man. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's a lot of. It used to be where it was just like, one level was just wired up. But now it's like they don't know where to stick anybody no more. Nah, for real. Feel to the max. Business is booming. Booming. Yeah. Especially after they passed that gun law, man. Yeah. Like, because it used to be where you had to carry concealed. Now anybody can. Carry, as long as you're a Texas resident.
Yeah, Texas resident,
You fucking, like, we can't fuck around Texas, bro. Motherfuckers carry around bazookas and shit. Like,
hey, I trip out on people that still, I see videos of people trying to go and kick doors in and stuff like that. I'm like,
that's, or even just.
You gotta be a crazy motherfucker to be out here and trying to rob somebody's house or to be.
Yeah, that's like the motherfuckers that be stealing the boxes. Oh,
it's crazy.
Like, you know, everybody got a camera, bro.
You gotta be dumber than dumb, bro, out here.
Everybody we got like 6 cameras on right now.
I think I made a video on that on criminals being 2025 criminals. You know what I mean? It's almost impossible to get away with anything now because of. I mean, there's so many cameras on all these streets, on these poles, those home ring door cameras. I mean, they're everywhere, bro. When something pops off, all they're going to is they're gonna go look through all these cameras. You know what I mean? The street cameras. Yeah. You know what I mean? From any I mean, it's hard, bro. If you're gonna be a criminal in 2025, you gotta be a real dumb.
But I get it though. It's like it's one of those things where you implement like I don't know, like that could be a whole other touchy subject. Yeah. Just stop ratting on yourself on your songs, man.
Bro, not only that, on the internet, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
This internet thing has been. I've seen more people get picked up, I think, from this deal talking about their shit. You know what I mean? and
Oh,
get
it's
it
all
locked up,
that's
bro.
what hits now. Like
Hey, they
because
use
you
all
got
that.
TMZ picking that shit up,
Yeah.
so it's like that's how it stays relevant. But for me, I'm just trying to make shit make sense.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to step on no one's toes. I'm just trying to hit that record button, mix and master.
Yeah.
But like I'm involved, whatever, in my city, but I'm not trying to. Everything here is A1 protected. And never neglected, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker here is being protected, bro. So
for sure, man.
My main thing is to protect the cookie.
Yeah.
Understand that people love cookies, but we gotta hold that shit tight.
Yeah.
And then once we find the talent that's ready to work and ready to go to the next level, we got a whole system in place, bro. I'm telling you, I've been working this system for a minute, so
that'll be cool to get it. You know what I mean? It's cool to come in here right now while it's being built.
Yeah.
And then come back later, bam, once it's built, bro, you know what I mean?
We got furniture wrapped up.
It's
bro,
crazy,
with the new
bro.
smell and everything. Bring that new smell
because you're in water, you know what I mean? Gotos, you know what I mean? Julio, you know, I'll be around.
I know Toast from shout out to Gotos, man. We're doing this damn thing. Yeah, like I said, we've all been at it for a while. Sometimes it seems like it'll happen overnight, but man, it's a long one if you really want the.
Just time flies.
Yeah, it does. I started doing music at 27.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm kind of a late bloomer, but at the same time, like I work with a lot of young artists. I mean, like young artists. Like it's just the main thing is management. I believe I got a team that can do that.
Yeah.
And once we do the music, then I got the next spot that we can take them to. It's like it's just keep them going instead of keeping them in the lab. Like, all right, we're done with our project. Like I'm doing this project with Xoxo right now, right? That's the newest one project. We got 3-4 songs done, but once he's done with that, he ain't gonna be here. He's gonna be out there doing his doing his due diligence. And then I'll be working on my next artist and next until we create the bandstand, like how they say like Motown type shit. That's what I'm after, really.
Have you seen?
Is because if I can get 1, I can get 10, I can get 20, I can get 100.
That's your vision right there. That's your vision right there. Go after, bro. That's it right there.
That's it. I don't got time for just. I mean, I give each one project an attention. But like my goal is to exponentiate or like make it. Make that shit run.
I appreciate you, man, coming in. Like I said, man, it's gonna be good right here. We're gonna take some shots, and we'll see the creation and the
because for the next one.
Next time.
If you want, how long are you in Houston?
Just for